Hello again. May the Triple Gem bless you. Teruvan Sarnai. In our previous video, I mentioned to you that I may explain to you about basics of Buddhism. When the Buddha became enlightened in his early age, like he was 35 years old, not really early age, but sort of, he was young. And the process of awakening took place as he had that search, a quest for answers to the questions like how do we put an end to death? How do we put an end to aging? How do we put an end to sickness? How do we put an end to birth? Because in Indian context, people do believe that you are being born again and again. How do we get rid of that cycle? How do we get ourselves out of that cycle? As they say, it is called samsara. Samsara is a place where it's just this very own existence that once you die, you continue to hang on to something, some form, just like we do now. You take the form of a human being or an animal or a heavenly spirit or whatever. Sometimes you may be born as a hungry ghost. So in all these places, you have some form of suffering. Even when you are born as a heavenly being, there is such a long lifespan in it, and you may never know which ways to get yourself out from it until your happiness and joys end in the heavenly realm, and then you may fall back into a previous state, like a human form or some other form. We don't know where you may fall, but there is this continuity, and that continuity is called samsara. So he started looking for answers, and on the day of his awakening, he sat under a root of tree with the determination that he will never rise until he find answers to these questions. So he did find the answers. He did deep meditations, and then there he understood that he can go into deeper stillness in his mind, and he found states like neither perception nor non-perception, neva sanya na sanyayatana, where he found that state is also impermanent, and every sign, every perception, they disappear. They are subject to impermanence. So this is a little bit difficult to process at this moment, but that's okay. Take your time to understand. And when he set his mind free from those states, unlike his previous teachers, he was able to free himself from falling back into the pit of samsara again. When he found his way out, he felt really ecstatic. He was very happy, super joyful, and he spent contemplating on how the samsara is put together, how different links like thread connect the samsara together. And he uttered the utterances that now the house builder, the mason, is found, and all the mason's tools have been destroyed, and there is no more house will be built. House of samsara is now scattered and shattered. Therefore, he was very joyful and started simply teaching what he found. And he was very sweet. He destroyed the caste system in India. He was a reformist, and he never went back to live in his palace. He visited his parents and also taught them how to join his order and become awakened from themselves. So when you practice Buddhism, you have the sole responsibility to be awakened and find your own freedom from wandering in samsara. So we will meet again in another video and I will try to simplify these points again for your understanding. Thank you. May the Triple Gem bless you.